I am warning you, what you're about to see is straight up disgusting. I wish I could unsee it, but here we are. The truth is out. It was Diddy's mother who taught him about the freak-offs.
I love you.
I love you too.
From building his shady empire brick by brick to covering up his mess and making sure he never faces the consequences, it turns out that everything Diddy knows and practices comes straight from his mother. To understand how we got here, let's rewind to Diddy's early life. His father, Melvin Combs, wasn't your average dad. Far from it. He was a Harlem kingpin with deep ties to legendary crime bosses like Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes. This man wasn't just playing the game, he was the game. But Diddy barely knew him because Melvin was unalived when Diddy was just 2 years old, leaving his mother, Janice Combs, to raise him alone.
My father, he was killed when I was 3 years old. I don't have a lot of memories of my father.
At first glance, Janice looked like a dedicated, hardworking mother. She juggled multiple jobs to provide for Diddy, a real sacrifice, on the surface. But here's where things take a dark turn, because this is where Diddy's character was molded. Allegedly, Janice wasn't doing your typical 9 to 5. Word on the street is that she was in the business of pants down and pole work. Yep, she was a sex worker, and according to sources, she didn't always keep that business outside the home. Some claim she even brought clients home for homework. And guess who was right there in the mix? Diddy. Imagine growing up in a house where moans and banging were your bedtime lullabies, where things that should be private were happening right in front of you. Some even believe Janice may have forced Diddy to watch some of these sessions. If that's true, woo, that's beyond messy. Just think about how that kind of exposure could have shaped Diddy's freaky behavior later in life. Fast forward to his adult life, and some disturbing patterns become clear. Remember Cassie's lawsuit?
A lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs accuses the music performer and executive of physical abuse and trafficking. The singer Cassie says the incidents occurred throughout her 10-year relationship with Combs.
Cassie exposed some of Diddy's freaky sessions, claiming he had an obsession with women wearing white nails during these encounters. He allegedly asked women to wear white nail polish because he liked the contrast against his dark skin. Not just Cassie, all the girls he has been with were spotted wearing white nail polish. Now, why does Janice wear a white nail polish around Diddy? I will leave that for you to figure out, and let's talk about their weird, borderline inappropriate relationship. Diddy and Janice have always been way too close. Not in the sweet mother-son way, but in a kiss on the lips, oversharing personal details type of way. Imagine a grown 55-year-old man still kissing his mom on the lips.
What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too.
This is really awkward and bizarre. Then, there was a dating show Diddy organized for his mom, where he called her picky about men.
Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand.
Sir, why are you so invested in your mother's love life? The lack of boundaries is actually shocking. And if that wasn't wild enough, Diddy has openly bragged about taking his mother to the strip club. He even called her his dog. Yes, dog. And claimed she knows how to have a good time.
Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. Real.
What kind of mother-son bonding happens over lap dances and bottle service? But wait, it gets worse. Diddy also proudly stated that Janice still has some moves and can touch her palms to the ground.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew pew pew.
No boundaries, no respect, just pure chaos. But Janice didn't just enable his habits. She actively covered up his crimes. She's been quiet while the allegations against Diddy keep piling up. But Mace isn't staying silent. He claims Janice holds all the receipts, alleging that Diddy hid most of his assets under her name.
Yo, I did this. You told me he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name.
Now, let's pause and think. Why would a billionaire hide everything under his mother's name? That screams the feds are watching energy. Fans believe Diddy knows his mom would never betray him. She's his ultimate ride or die. She'll protect him no matter how messy things get. But let's be real, that kind of loyalty always comes with a price. And word on the street is that Janice has stepped on plenty of toes and necks. She's never been one to stay quiet when it comes to defending her son. When Mace dropped that diss track accusing Diddy of theft, Janice wasn't having it. She hopped on IG Live and warned Mace to back off. Bold move, I must say. She's so neck-deep in Diddy's business that she'll do whatever it takes to protect him. But for all the loyalty Janice has shown, it turns out Diddy's monster tendencies didn't allow him to return the favor. According to Gene Deal, Diddy's former associate, Diddy once slapped his own mother during an argument.
But after seeing that video of him and Cassie and what he did to her, I believe it now, man.
Well, yeah, listen, bruh, Kirk Burrows, the president at the time, a bad boy, told me that he smacked his mother. Kirk Burrows even said it on somebody's platform that he smacked his mother.
Yes, you read that right. The same woman who raised him, shielded him, built his empire with him, and he laid hands on her. If this is how he treats the woman he calls his rock, then it's no surprise his relationships with women have been a disaster. We've seen it time and time again. Diddy's toxic patterns with women didn't start out of nowhere. But despite everything, Janice continues to stand by him. She's been his unbreakable rock, managing his assets, keeping his secrets, and staying silent through all the mess. And if she's done all this in public, just imagine the things we don't even know about yet. Since Diddy's arrest, his victims have been celebrating their independence, spilling every detail they were once too afraid to speak on. Even Uncle Gene, Diddy's former bodyguard, has been exposing just how much Janice controlled everything. She reportedly forced Diddy to cut ties with Gene and fire him just because he wouldn't play by her rules.
I'm sitting there like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. So she got all messed, riled up. Everybody do what I tell them to do except you. Who do you think you are? Stuff like that. I said, I'm here for Puff. Anything happen to him while I go down there getting your food, it's a situation. Puff overheard the thing. And Puff came out and said, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Why you always messing with Gene?
Imagine losing your job as a bodyguard because you were too protective.
Leave Gene alone. This came out his own mouth in his office. And there's people who was there who witnessed this. And from that point on, Paul started getting this other dude from my block, around our block, named Stretch, because he was NYPD, to take my days. And I just said to myself, man, I ain't f***ing with that no more.
And yet, through all the drama, Diddy has always praised his mother. He's described her as vivacious and phenomenal. But at this point, we know that's just for show. Their relationship isn't mother and son, it's straight up business. Janice has always been the puppet master behind the scenes. From laundering money through her name to covering up Diddy's shady business deals, she's been running the show longer than anyone realized.
Yeah, he not a monster, she is. But I don't want to go there. But she is. She's the fucking monster. Everything in her fucking name. She's the monster. She created that, and y'all gonna see on that Netflix. Y'all just check it out. I don't want to go there. You know, cause a lot of people like last time, probably like, oh yeah, oh. What I want to say about the Netflix thing, the reason why 50 Cent them.
And now, her involvement is coming to light. When people think of Diddy, they picture his luxury lifestyle, the mansions, the yachts, the Bad Boy Records empire. But imagine the shock when people realize Janice was the one pulling the strings all along. And here's the real kicker. Former gangsters and industry insiders claim Janice is even worse than Diddy. Dion D1 Best, a former gangster turned youth coach, straight up said it. He claims Diddy used Janice's name to hide money, publishing rights, and business deals. Allegedly, everything under Bad Boy Records traces back to Janice. He spilled how artists unknowingly signed over their publishing rights to Janice. Albums that generated millions of dollars, Janice got the lion's share. And now Dion is reportedly planning to sue her for what he calls fraudulent and coercive activity. Mace and Mark Curry have been calling this out for years. They claim Janice was the one keeping all the receipts. Not only was she hiding money, but she was stealing from the very artists who built Diddy's empire. This isn't just greed, this is generational exploitation. And through it all, Janice has stayed quiet. No apologies, no remorse. Her only concern, getting her son out of jail.
Have you been able to speak to your son?
Fans dragged her for being tone deaf. Diddy may have thought putting everything in her name would protect him, but in reality, he may have just dragged her down with him. And now, the walls are closing in. Janice may have spent decades covering for Diddy, but the truth is unraveling fast. The feds aren't stupid. They've been following the money trail, and guess where it leads? Straight to Janice. With all these lawsuits coming in and new victims speaking out, it's only a matter of time before she's dragged into the mess officially. For years, she's been seen as nothing more than a mother supporting her son. But let's be real, she's just as involved in Diddy's empire as he is. Maybe even more. Diddy had no problem letting people believe she was just an innocent bystander, but the moment the feds start digging, they'll see she was much more than that. But here's the thing, Diddy's time is up. The lawsuits, the investigations, the witnesses coming forward, there's no escaping this. And once he falls, the feds are coming for everyone who helped him stay in power. His business partners, his lawyers, his enablers, and most importantly, his mother. The same woman who helped him cover up crimes, the same woman who hid his assets, the same woman who allegedly introduced him to this lifestyle in the first place. She's next. The question now isn't if Janice will go down with Diddy. The question is when. And when that time comes, will she still defend him? Or will she do what everyone else has started doing, save herself and leave him to rot? Because one thing's for sure, the empire she helped build is crumbling, and no amount of silence, money, or power can stop what's coming next.